Okay, last video of the main sequence playtest. It's been a lot of fun. Spent like 20 hours in it, just screwing around, playing around with things. Take you a guided tour, change the color to green, because that's fun. But I've added a double side over here, added all kinds of solar panels, and was playing around with some of the building pieces that you can unlock. There's just a straight corridor here connecting the original to the new, and then we've got this corner piece which I thought was pretty neat, and we can go take a look at it. You can see it over, maybe you can't, everything's in the way. Just having a lot of fun. So we've got these clear corridors that you can go into. Really like these. And then over here's the corner, nice big window where you can see everything. So I've been on Discord today and found out that this game has a single dev. And I am absolutely blown. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how y'all do these kinds of games at this level with this quality all on your own. It just blows my mind. I'm so impressed. Maybe I'm easily impressed. Maybe it's really hard and there's just some smart people out there doing some great stuff. I'm gonna go with B. So I got everything unlocked. If we go into our tech tree, everything's green. Took forever because some of this stuff, warp drive, needed 350. It just took a long time, but once you automate it, it's not too bad. I tore a bunch of stuff down, and then I have some, I've been manually going out to get silica. This is all full. We're in here making silica just to make circuits. Circuits are fed directly over into 3 separate science labs, so we can just knock that stuff out. The more you put down, the faster it goes, apparently. And then over here, I rearrange some things. We've got all this stuff happening. We're making the, what is this, advanced plates. Should probably go up so we can see it. And then we just have a ton. This is used for building. It's also used for research. You get 5 points of research instead of 1. Let's go up. Let's take a look. Yeah, there we are. Look at that. We can go up and see our cool designs. I'm hoping that dev will implement some kind of change color by section or individual machine. Feels like just a lot going on, but I get it. What am I talking about? I don't know how to do this stuff. You know, as a player, as a consumer, I can sit and complain and gripe about everything, and then when you step back, you're like, yeah, but do you realize what it takes to implement all that? This is the new one. This is the enrichment chamber, which I thought was really cool. We got some movement happening up there, and all it does is make warp fuel at the moment. During the playtest, it just takes 4 hydrogen fuels and some magnetic coils. So I set up a new robot miners to go out here and get stuff. We still have plenty of water ice in this location, so I was like, hey, let's just set up another drones, come out here, make our hydrogen fuel, pass it in, and then we're already making a ton of nickel parts. So I just ran a belt down. Who cares? I'll make a mess. So overall, I'm really impressed with the game. I've been having an absolute blast with it. I unlocked everything and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's done. There's a couple of bugs right now. So I have, if we take a look, so I've got 4 stations, the main one here where we're doing everything. And we have titanium station, nickel station, silica. Ideally, probably to get things going, this is working fine. Let me just say that it's working great. It just takes a while to get things going, but that's any factory game. It's just going to take a while to get things going, and that's fine. But I've got a personal ship, and then I made 4 other ships, and then I converted one to a personal miner. So I got the Nickelback, the Silica ship, and then the Titaniator. And then I've just been running these around just to go collect resources, silica and extra nickel if I need it, some other stuff, but it's been working out pretty good. The only problem is, so if you come in here to we're at the shipyard, we can tell because we got Stanek over here. So what we can do is if you have a ship parked here, you can deconstruct it, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to go into Y, and let's grab my personal miner. We're going to add a destination, which is the shipyard dock at the main station. We're going to enable autopilot and click the arrow. We're going to get scared here because there's clipping's going to happen. So the ship's going to go from wherever it is. There it is. And it's going to park right here. And then we can, if we want to, we can come into the designer and, you know, change it around, have fun with it. This is the large thruster, which I thought was pretty fun. You definitely get going faster. But if you got something parked here, we can come in and disassemble that ship. Currently there's you can only disassemble it if you have to empty the ship's inventory, and there cannot be any fuel whatsoever in the ship. It has to be completely dry. So when we come in here and we look at the reactor, we still have 43. Even if I take this stuff out, I still have fuel in there. So what you'll have to do is go out, fly around till you're absolutely out of fuel, come back, and then you can deconstruct your ships. Now, that's the problem I ran into is like, I've got more ships than I've got docks, and I want to get rid of this one because I don't like the design. Let me just start from scratch, but then I just have more ships. So anyway, it's possible to deconstruct. Wish there was a way, if you go into your map, I think if you go to like Nickel Station, there's a way to detonate them. Oh, it's in here. Why? So Silica Station, if I want to get rid of that station, I just initiate self-destruct, and that whole thing goes up and, you know, it's just gone. And might be a reason why you want to do that. Was kind of hoping there was something like that for ships, but you can just deconstruct them, which is nice because then you can, I assume you can get all your stuff back. So that's where we are. End playtest. This is not end game. This is end playtest. Let's go over to my new ship, my other ship, and it's a beast. It is a beast. Should have gone up so we could see it from the other side. Let's go up because it's fun. Why not? We're gonna go up. Gotta hit the right buttons, Aaron. Come on. Here we go. We got a nice little window up here. So we've got I widened it. It's 3 wide with the cockpit, and then I put the workstation here because if you're manually moving stuff around, I don't want to have to run through my whole ship to go get stuff out of it. I just put the access to its contents, its inventory right here. I have the regular reactor here, and then a side pod. It goes 3 wide again. I've got what is it? Retractor beam here. I've got 2 of the large engines. On the other side of here is the warp engine. And then this is the big gun. This is the, what's it called? It's the plasma lance. I didn't realize it was going to be that big, but it's definitely cool. You can have a lot of fun with this stuff. So anyway, I was just playing around like, I got everything unlocked. Let's see what it takes to build it. And I went nuts. Let's go down. So I'll show you how warping works. Currently, you can't really warp to other star systems. See, and then I can just come right in here, grab my workbench, and get moving. But we got lots of space to run around, do all the things that we want to do. It would be interesting to have like the future of the game. Here's the warp engine. It's got some different coloring on it. And it takes that warp fuel that we're making in the chemical compressor, whatever it's called. I don't know. You have to manually put that warp fuel in here. It does not automatically come from inventory at this point, I believe. So anyway, let's get in here. Let's undock, scoot out. Now, what you're going to do is go into your map. And we're in a little cluster here, and let's say we want to go someplace else. Maybe we want to go clear over here to this relic shipyard. I'm going to right click to tag it. Okay. And then I'm going to go into E. Let's get rid of that other one. I don't want that. And let's click all of these, turn them white so they don't show up. So the only one we really should be looking at is the relic shipyard. And if we go out here and turn around, there it is, but it's a 1,500 kilometers. So we're going to hit J and go into warp drive speed and really shortcut that time frame. Now, there is a possibility that when we go, it says relic, that's so far, that is the bad guys. There's an enemy ships in the game. They don't really activate at this point until you get into aggro distance, until they'll aggravate them and they'll start coming at you. They don't. This is just a play test. They just want to. Dev just wanted to get this out here and have people testing it, find some bugs before they really ramp up development. I hope. Something tells me we're gonna go around this planet as we're coming up on it. So anyway, it's pretty fun. I've had a blast with it. Took a while to max it out. I just like the idea of it. It would be nice, Dev, if you're watching, it would be nice to have a reason to do all this manufacturing. That's the one thing manufacturing automation games lack, is a reason to keep going, to keep doing it. So Factorio, the whole goal is to launch a rocket. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Satisfactory, we're supplying a corporation with product to do a thing. Okay, that's a little better. Foundry, on the other hand, I think has a much better system because you're producing products to sell to other planets and systems so that you can have a larger market share in that system. And there's dozens, if not hundreds of systems planets that you can sell to. So that's a lot of fun because it gives you a reason, like, why am I spending 30 hours building, 300 hours building out this factory to do a thing? What's the main goal? Just to do it? Having something like that is a big bonus for me anyway. Just having a real reason to do it other than to just for the satisfaction of building out factories. All right, we're gonna warp in here. That's my 2 cents. That's my thoughts, my ideas, my hopes and dreams of the future. Now we're doing in kilometers here. It'll automatically stop when you get close to the place you're trying to get to. See, we've slowed down, populated it with some asteroids. But we're going to go over here to the shipyard. And some of these points are just here to be here. There are some stations that you can actually get to and play around in. This may be just an empty location, unless it's taken forever to generate everything. I'm gonna guess that it's an empty location. But anyway, that's how warping works, so that you can get around to wherever you need to go. Still got 1,000 kilometers. Oh, maybe there's something here. Let's check it out. We're going in. Nope. There's nothing there. That's okay. It's just a marker space. The other thing is, if you have asteroids that are in your way, you can get rid of them. And sometimes you want to do that, because if you have ships automatically set to go from A to B, you know, do trips, you want to make sure that they don't hit stuff and they're unimpeded. So you just get into a spot. Some of these big ones take a minute. And they take some effort. You see my plasma cannon, my lance. It'll go. It's got to hit. There you go. And then it's gone. That's a lot of fun to just run around killing stuff. I like these ones. Looks like ice. It's fun stuff. Anyway, that's how you do warping. That's endgame. That's the fun of it. That's how it is at the end of playtest. Oh, is this not gonna explode? I'll get closer then. Okay. Maybe these are indestructible at this point. That's fine. So that's how it's going. Let's stop now. Let's stop. So this is just within our own little system here, or around our star. You know, there's some locations we can go to, asteroid fields out here. I don't know. I would assume, I haven't tried it, but I would assume that you could set up your little hauler ships with a warp fuel, a warp reactor, and then have them going out to other spots in the star system, other asteroid fields, collecting a bunch of stuff, bringing it back. I haven't tried that, but I would assume that's how that works. So there's that solar system, and then eventually we're gonna get here. So it's already set up with yellow, red, and green star dots, even though we got yellow dwarfs, blue giants, green clovers type stuff. You can't get to them just yet, but we can see all the stars around us. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to see where the dev takes this, what plans, and I'm sure it's going to take, it's not even early access yet, so it's at a point where it's not at a point where there's going to be, you know, 200-300 hours worth of gameplay right now. I could start over. Anyway, so now we got to get back. I'm gonna highlight main station. And now I gotta fly all the way back. Gee, wonder if I have enough reactor fuel for this. Let's go check it out. Probably don't. Nope. I had 25 when we started, and I got 3 left. It goes pretty quick, apparently. That's fine. I'll just stop it. I do like that though. You can just get out of here. You know, we're flying, and I can go out and do stuff. I want to come over here and look out the window. You know, you can go be doing stuff, or if it's a multiplayer, you can be traveling. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. This has been an absolute blast playing through this. I love the atmosphere, the creativity, the brain thinking, because you can't jump. Not that that makes a difference with anything, but it's been a lot of fun. Anyway, there you go.